Well, look, what's going on? He stopped calling. Wasn't waking up to me in the morning. No vacay shit got boring. I ain't sure a bitch like me normal. Ain't going, I was getting impatient. He dragging, I ain't racing. He stopped sharing his location and wonder why he got short conversations. What happened? We not laughing. Stop grabbing my ass when he passing. Wasn't mentally dead, just acting. Anniversary gifts started lacking. What's going on? I ain't never knew you. Didn't think about giving up too soon. When I opened my mouth, this truthful nigga was needed this pussy like Houston. I told his ass be careful with me. I guess he thought I wouldn't practice what I preach. I let shit slide so many times that he got comfortable. Shit almost tore a bitch down. See, that's what love could do. Like every day a new lie. You fucking thing with 2 eyes. How can you treat me like I ain't shit? Nigga, on our wedding day, you cried. You wrote down some beautiful vows. Gave my first beautiful child. Told me it was quiet for all of these hoes. I'm trying to find out you the one loud. Still I stay. I don't regret it. Still ain't cheap. I ain't get credit. It's all my truth. And I ain't get edit. I still don't shit like, yeah, I said it. You don't like that I moved on, and I hate that for you. Telling yourself that I ain't that loyal. Finding a nigga that love me more than you did is what I call payback for you. I told his ass be careful with me. I guess he thought I wouldn't practice what I preach. I let shit slide so many times that he got comfortable. Shit almost tore a bitch down. See, that's what love could do. I can feel it in the air when I step outside. I listen to my heart and it don't feel right. Got me feeling just a little peculiar. Yeah, I told you I would put up with you one last time, but then you did too much and you crossed that line. Now I scream from the top of my lungs, what the fuck is going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah. I told his ass be careful with me. I guess he thought I wouldn't practice what I preach. I let shit slide so many times that he got comfortable. Shit almost tore a bitch down. See, that's what love could do.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? Your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please go ahead and run those likes all the way up. You guys know that liking the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. So please run all of those likes up, honey. Yes, the king is kanging, baby. I told y'all, honey. When I go away for a little bit, then I come through swinging and banging, and y'all know that we be all night. Oh, yes, we do. All right. So run those likes all the way up. If you also enjoy everything that Kane does here on the platform, you can always donate to the platform at $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/ConsciouzTV. And of course, that's conscious spelt with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the channel. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is y'all have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know the real out loud and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
right, so before we get started, let's rewind Cardi's song "What's Going On" featuring Lizzo back a little bit, because I didn't really. It makes sense to highlight this right now.
So many times that he got comfortable. Shit almost tore a bitch down. See, that's what love could do. Like every day a new lie.
Almost tore a bitch down. That's what love would do. I am so triggered up, especially now that I know better as a fully evolved adult. Now that I'm more informed as a human being, okay, now that I've done my shadow work and I'm operating at top tier emotional intelligence these days, the shit that y'all be calling love, I think love should file a civil lawsuit against humanity, girl. The sickening low vibrational shit y'all be attaching to love is outrageous. Cardi B says, almost tore a bitch apart. See, that's what love would do. No, you know what would do that to you, Cardi? It's not love. It'd be unhealthy codependency. It'd be being with somebody because you're more sexually attracted to them than you like their character. Trauma would do that to you. Following through with unhealthy demonstrations about what love is. Having dysfunctional examples of what love is. Being misinformed. Trauma bonding. A lack of self-love. A lack of self-esteem is what the fuck would tear you apart. It's not love. Love is what only healthy people are capable of doing. A toxic bitch like you could probably can't even spell love, yet alone enunciate love, girl. Okay? That is not what love is. Love is not going to have you being abused emotionally, mentally, or physically by somebody. Love is not going to be encouraging you to stay with someone despite them dishonoring you. But do you know what will keep you in a situation like that? Not loving yourself enough to leave. Not loving yourself enough to stick to your boundaries when a person disrespects those boundaries and dishonors you. Not loving yourself enough to believe that God has something much better for you beyond the horror of the person you've chosen romantically. Love will have you believing in yourself, believing in your capacity, believing in your potential. Love will have you putting God first and foremost and the head of one's life. That other shit is what will have your motherfucking ass with an offset. Yeah. Almost every love song that exists in the world, really, when you get to the other side, really is some low down lies told straight from the pits of motherfucking hell, sung by people who don't know no better, baby. So they just belting from their being, girl. Such as Mariah Carey's "We Belong Together." I can't sleep at night when you're all on my mind. Bobby Womack's on the radio saying to me, if you think you're lonely now, wait a minute, this is too deep. I gotta change the station, so I just turn it down, trying to catch a break. And then I hear that baby face. I only think of you, and it's breaking my heart. I'm trying to keep us together, I'm trying to keep me together, but I'm falling apart. Who's going to talk to me till the sun comes up? There ain't nobody better, baby. We belong together. If y'all belong together, bitch, y'all would be together. Somebody who loves you would never leave you the long for them. No, baby, y'all not meant to be together, bitch. That motherfucker is meant for somebody else, but it ain't you. Stop hyper romanticizing only the positive parts of a situation, which we all do. We all hyper romanticize the parts that work really well because they work so fucking well that it's like, God damn, this is definitely my shit. But then there's some raggedy ass parts. But then we'll forge ahead, girl, bulldoze on through. Despite the red flags glaring in the peripheral, while we're only hyper focused on the green light. And then we want to cry God a river and take up all the pews in the goddamn church on Sunday to recover from a raggedy ass love that we accepted because we edited out all the goddamn negative shit to focus on the positive shit as if that's how anything works, baby. People, along with medication, come with a side effect motherfucking label. And no, you cannot afford to not read the back of the bottle. Bitch, you gotta read it, and you gotta read it down, and then you gotta really process, girl. If these side effects persist, girl, and if these side effects come with the positive benefits of this medication, aka this person, is that ratio more beneficial for me? Or will this medication act more as a goddamn poison to me? You actually have to do the whole math. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. We so upside down and out of order and confused and ignorant about this whole love thing, baby, that they got the culture toe up. So speaking of toe up, girl, let me just shut the hell up. Cardi B ass done been filmed outside of the Red Roof Inn or a Cracker Barrel or Golden Corral, girl, hooting and hollering at who's believed to be Miss Stefon Diggs. All right. Breaking news. Yeah. Let me blow this up for y'all. Bleep. Here's Cardi girl. Clearly upset. Clearly distressed. Clearly in her Bronx energy, girl. Clearly in her Jenny from the block ass energy. I don't know whether this older man here is Stefon Diggs' dad, possibly. He can't be security, girl. He's too elderly for that. And this guy here is believed to be Stefon. Now, we know this is Stefon, girl, because we can recognize those R. Kelly-ass cornrows from 2 miles away, girl. We can recognize those elementary-ass, 5th grade-ass cornrows a mile out, okay? She's clearly screaming. She's yelling. Girl, the table has been shook. The wig has been shifted. All right, now here's more footage. They find out, oh, that's definitely Stefon. Okay. Cardi B is still on her feet, girl, acting as the waitress. What you want, bitch? Because it's not another woman. So what you want? I'm going to go in there and fix your tequila. I'm going to go in there and fix your cocktail. What you want, a hamburger? No onions, extra tomatoes? I'm the waitress, bitch. Okay? What you need, babe? Out the kitchen. Okay? Look at her. Look at her. Look at her, girl. Just as controlling and territorial. Insecure, she wanna be what you want off the menu. My God. She done brought the whole damn restaurant out so that she can be the only motherfucking woman up in that motherfucker. Okay? I don't know who this is. Child to this big bone lady here. She comes scrolling over asking, y'all got a cigarette, baby? Y'all got a light? No, okay. All right, no problem. Hey. Do you got a coupon? Some extra sandwich meat? No? Okay, all right. That's all right. Hey, what y'all doing over here? Is y'all selling weed? Can I buy a blunt? No? Y'all ain't got... okay. You know, the civilians all out of order. The lady in the orange don't give a damn, baby. Ain't got no type of situational awareness, what the hell so ever, baby. She done seen all this niggerment and foolishness and don't give a damn, bitch. And still inserting whatever the hell her priority is on the sidewalk, baby. On period. So let me see what the caption is for this footage, child. Because they is a mess. Okay, Live Bite said, footage capture on Wednesday afternoon in Burkensville, Maryland appears to show Cardi B and NFL star Stefon Diggs in a heated confrontation. The video, filmed outside of a local coffee shop and gym near D.C., depicts an animated Cardi B shouting at Miss Stefon Diggs, who remained defensive with his arms crossed against his sports car. The public clash follows serious allegations made by Jamila Adams, widely known as Diggs' BBL chef, who recently claimed that the wide receiver has been abusive toward the rapper. Now, in all seriousness, I mean, more than likely, Cardi B is cussing the baby hairs right up off of Stefon Diggs' head. However, we ain't got no audio, so we ain't got no context. So for all we know, Cardi may be... You know how some people are talking to you about a situation? Like maybe something just happened in the coffee shop. Or maybe something happened, you know, it was bad traffic and he almost got ran off a bridge and she recounting it and being animated. And she's upset. Maybe she's just being animated, talking to him about something else, but it's not directed against him. But the way that Stefon Diggs has his arms folded in front of him and leaned up against his sports car as if he's at a funeral procession, it is giving that guilty nigga body posture. It is giving, girl, through your phone. Does anybody remember Cardi B's Through Your Phone on her debut album, girl? What was the lyrics to Through Your Phone? Let me see. I just want to break it. I just want to... Hold on, let me see. Let me pull up, girl, because it's giving Through Your Phone. Cardi B, Through Your Phone. Yeah, look. It looked like she's saying, look, I just want to break up all your shit. Call your mammy phone, let her know that she raised a bitch. Then dial tone click and fuck your little fake ass friends coming around acting like they my bros. I seen y'all little group text where you all like to brag about your hoes, and you can tell your little bitch that I screenshotted all her naked pics. Or you want to send news to my man, BBL chef? Wake up and see your boobs on the gram, little bitch. I cannot stand you. Right hand to Jesus. I might just cut all the tongues out your sneakers. Smash your TV through Best Buy. You're going to turn me in the left eye. I don't want to hear about invasion of privacy. I had a feeling. It turns out you lied to me. I'm holding back everything that's inside of me. How you out fucking with bitches that follow me? That's what it's giving. It's giving Through Your Phone. But who knows? Maybe she's upset because Stefon Diggs, as a result of Cardi B's BBL, sliding the car off the interstate, because maybe she was leaning down in the front seat, girl, looking for her lighter. And then the weight of one of the BBL cheeks tilted the car off of its axis. And they almost lost their life on the way. And because he was like, you know, maybe you need to go back to the DR, girl, and get a refund or get some of that shit vacuumed up out of you, baby. And, you know, she's press, because he wasn't saying none of that when that BBL was tooted up in the air last night. He wasn't saying none of that when that BBL girl was on his face last night. But because the BBL tilted the car off the axis on the way here and almost got us killed, bitch, all of a sudden now, You word to the wise. All of a sudden now, girl, I need to go back and see the surgeon to get some of this reduced just because it almost costed us our very life. Are you okay? Now, to hell with whoever was nosy enough to capture the video and really ain't get close enough, girl, to capture no audio.
Cardi B, it's okay.
Cardi B, it's okay. Cardi B, it's okay. Bitch, you're supposed to have no shame in your game. You drive up, block the car in, hang your hand out of the window, bitch, and make sure you can capture the audio, especially since you knew you were going to be messy enough to bring your ass to Miss Social Media and upload this shit across all social medias. You knew what your assignment was. You knew you was going to be messy boots. You know you wasn't going to give them no privacy. You know you was going to enter and bring us all into the group chat. You should have pulled your motherfucking ass up, bitch, and blocked their asses in, bitch, and got all the audio. You do not go to jail for being nosy. Cardi B wanted you in her business, bitch. She was cussing his ass out loud. What you over there being modest for? What you over there being modestly nosy for? What you over there being conservatively nosy for? What you over there being Christian nosy for? If she ain't want you in her business, she wouldn't be putting her business literally on Front Street in front of the damn coffee shop. So you toot your ass right on over there, just like Miss Maylene did, honey, right on over here, girl. You see Miss Maylene, bitch, she got up close and personal with the action. Girl, she walked all up into the danger zone, girl. She was willing to die over that tea, girl. Okay? Do not do no more half-ass, nosy shit like this, girl. If y'all gonna be messy, girl, press the gas and go to hell type messy with it. Ain't no in between messy. Ain't no messy light. Now, the thing that got the folks shook is that Cardi and Stefon are just coming off of an old nasty couples photo shoot, girl. They all smiles. Just days before. She about to draw blood from his ass. Michael Jackson's biopic playing in the middle, bitch. They in there trying to line dance and learn how to moonwalk, girl. It's all smiles. Lashing. Body dresses, bodying. You know, it was just all good. They was just all snuggly and cuddly just days prior. So what in the hell had look at that boogie girl do the Charleston Shuffle and Boogie Down Bronx, baby. So how we go from all this shucking and jiving to all of this here? What had happened? What had happened to the BBL girl? We want to know. Okay? Now, speaking of Stefon Diggs, y'all know that he just got cleared in that civil lawsuit that Chef BBL launched against him for abuse and abusive wages and not paying her oodles and noodles coin, girl. She was in there throwing syrup sandwiches together and sugar water together for that nigga, and he wasn't trying to run her none of her coin, girl, for her professional chef services. Stefon Diggs' former chef Mila Adams caught in a lie after lawyers dropped receipts showing that she was in fact paid despite her allegations and claims, and her reaction is quote-unquote priceless, girl. Watch this damn lady embarrass the hell out of her goddamn self.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right? This is missing a whole lot of stuff. Yes or no question? I can't answer your question correctly.
Oh!
Without the proper evidence. Your Honor, may I approach? Do that.
Not the side girl. Baby girl, that lady knows she could, girl. She know that her name ain't been found in the book of life. My love, my God. Here come the receipts.
Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sonny?
Not her having to make sure that they got all of it, because see, that bitch was gonna lie as long as she was looking at page one, girl. Long as she's looking at page one, girl. She was gonna risk it and lie, baby. Now her having to turn the page and look on the bike to make sure that they got all the tea, bitch, before she forced to bow down and kiss the ring.
Yes. Dated December 9th, 2025. Yes.
Ooh!
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left? Yes. And you write to Sonny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments, 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that? Yes. So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I know that your name.
Did you know?
I don't know. I was trying to address you by your name because I.
Not the legendary deflection. Now you want to know who the fuck talking to you, but before she brought up that goddamn Bible or receipts, girl, not before she brought up the biblications, girl, not before she brought up that binder of receipts, baby. You ain't bother knowing her whole name, girl, until she was finna run the black and white, girl. Now you want to address her by her government, baby, not the legendary deflective tactics. Because she still needs time to process, bitch, how she about to create an alley-oop narrative, girl. My God.
I'm not this. I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
You knew on December 9th that you had been paid for 2 of the 3 weeks you said you hadn't been paid for, didn't you?
I don't understand the question.
You just acknowledged you wrote it to Sonny.
I was supposed to be paid for the week I was sent home. So I sent the incorrect amount because I didn't know he wasn't paying me for that week.
Right, so you sought $6,000 instead of $2,000.
That's my calculations was.
Right. And so that last week, that was a week you didn't work, right?
Because I was sent home.
Right, so you weren't in the kitchen cooking.
Mr. Diggs sent me home because he had girls at the house.
Whatever you're going to add is not responsive, Your Honor. Yes.
I don't understand.
Oh.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid.
Yes, that would in fact be true. Now let me tell y'all when I knew the hoe was cooked. When I knew the grandstanding heifer was cooked. After the judge had finished scolding her ass and telling her that she's not here to put the attorneys on trial and on the bench, and she needs to respond and answer accordingly, girl. And then when she got finished getting spanked by the judge and she looked over at the CCTV camera, ooh, baby, I knew she was gone. And I knew that she knew she was gone at this moment, girl. When the judge had her turn around and look her dead in the face and scolded her ass loud, live, and in color before the grand jury, before all the witnesses, before all of Stefon, before all of America, girl. And this was her facial expression directly into the CCTV footage and camera, girl. I knew that she had been laid the fuck down. I knew she was going to leave the courthouse, girl, running and crying like a white woman, girl. You know how white women like to sprint off, girl, after defeat? I just knew, girl, she was going to give us a white woman sprint out of the courtroom, girl. And the way that her ass Shekinah gloried out of the goddamn courtroom, girl, upon court adjourned, the way that her ass Sonic the Hedgehog up out of the courtroom, girl, the way that she Sha'Carri Richardson up out of that courtroom, bruh, upon court adjourning in favor of Stefon. Yes, girl, this facial expression told it all. Yes, it did. But guess what? Stefon Don is not out of the goddamn woodworks yet, child, because he got more legal issues and more shit he got to deal with, because that wasn't his only accuser. Remember, there's a man named Christopher Blake who's been accusing Stefon of rummaging him all up in his bussy hole and having him beat down and robbed and just had him taken through there, girl, put that Diddy work on his ass, you know, gave him a lace lollipop and everything, start groping and grooming him in the front seat of the damn Ferrari, bitch. So Stefon Diggs is claiming that, girl, Christopher Blake, his male accuser, who defamed him, disrupted his endorsement deals, and should, during discovery, be very transparent about his finances, okay? According to Lejana, who I think is a attorney, she states that for defamation claiming it disrupted Stefon's endorsement deals. So when Christopher's team subpoenaed his management company for the records, why has zero been produced? I obtained a federal court filing. The answer is buried in one sentence. Diggs and his management company are represented by the same law firm. Is this a coordinated effort to block Christopher's team from getting their hands on those documents? Okay, so actually the caption on the picture is actually incorrect, okay? It is not Stefon. Hold on, y'all. I got my damn laptop dying. It is not Stefon who's it's not Christopher who's burying his finances. It's Christopher claiming that Stefon is trying to hide his financial records. And he's saying, look, nigga, you countersuing and you claiming that I messed up your bag, you should have to prove that. And if that's Stefon's claim, Stefon absolutely is going to have to prove endorsement losses. He's going to have to prove a dissension and a drop in his economics, etc. This is a mess. Now we got to go back to why in the hell we don't feel sorry for Cardi B. Because Cardi B got with a man who doesn't have a single player on his own team that lost at this year's Super Bowl, who is willing to allow Stefon to date and be romantically linked to any woman in their life that they know personally. And despite the fact that he was already being exposed, or at least being accused of these salacious, horrendous things by Mr. Christopher, she still proceeded to pooch on and sit on the D. And despite him being a male whore, him already having a bunch of motherfucking kids, Cardi B still proceeded to get that, to want that. She just had to have that. The level of situational awareness that Cardi B lacks when it comes to men, because this would be her second no good nigga, gives me that if Cardi B was a regular smuggler bitch and she had to work as a CO in a prison, she would be the kind of bitch who would get caught up in fucking on the inmates. That's who Cardi B gives me, girl. Like the kind of bitch who would be walked out of the prison in handcuffs because she was caught, girl, being romantically and sexually tied, girl, to one of the damn inmates themselves. Just goofy and stupid. I don't know whether rich women think that they are so privileged because of either their popularity, fame, or their money that they somehow will be exempt and absolved from the trifling, no good, ghetto ass shit that a raggedy motherfucking man will take any level of a woman through, girl, no matter whether she's Beyonce, hello to Lemonade, hello to Sierra and Future, or rather it's the everyday round the way, hard working ass single mom of one with her nurse's certificate, etc. It don't matter. That's the horrendous thing about the way these niggas are tore up, is that every woman is getting the same nigga. And these niggas gonna treat every type of woman the same way. And the tragedy is there's nothing that a woman can do about it. But at the very least, you cannot choose a nigga who got open red flags. I mean, at least get you a nigga who willing to pretend to be good. I mean, at least get you a nigga who willing to cosplay as the boy next door. I mean, don't just walk into a burning furnace, for God's sakes. I mean, because when it all falls down, even if you knew he was full of shit despite his cosplaying, at the very least, you still get to blame it on the nigga. But when you walk into a nigga who wear his side effect labels on his forehead, for God's sakes, you don't get to be a victim. And then we don't get to feel sorry for you. And we want to feel sorry for you because we like talking bad about men over here. We like dragging men and taking men through there. But when you just walks into a burning house, girl, what we supposed to say? We integral enough to be 100 and to just be honest and to hold your feet accountable for the pain and suffering you experiencing outside of the goddamn Starbucks. Now they out here got you on candid camera, bitch, sashaying in a damn botched BBL, girl, wig split down the damn middle, and the damn man's daddy got to give you Xanax and Valiums and hypertension medication and shit just to calm your raggedy ass down. Like, what is going on, Cardi? You just came off of a successful national tour, girl. You broke goddamn records. You sold out shows. You made a bunch of motherfucking money. And Stefon Diggs is leaned up against the cop or what? Stefon Diggs is the nigga you pooching around the city for what? Girl, a paid escort would act like a better date than Stefon. Girl, you got enough money to pay a nigga to act like a good man to you. What are we doing in 2026 as a multi-billion-dollar ass bad corporate rap bitch in the country? You don't even need to love to be real at this goddamn point, baby. There are hired actors, girl. All these motherfucking girl, pay Michael B. Jordan a cute salary, girl, per year to act like a good man to you, baby. Okay? If you need the companionship that bad, if you need your way that bad, if you need regular smuggler sex with somebody consistent that bad, girl, there are paid actors and escorts, girl, who do this shit for professionally. They are professional sugar babies. Okay? So put your coin to good use. Be a good sugar mama, girl, and get a good boyfriend on payroll, baby, and just squash all the shit, child, because it ain't nothing going on in the real world but the rent. It ain't nothing out there in the real world, girl, but the rent. That's it. That's all, baby. Don't come back to the real world, girl. You didn't get rich to come back down here into the real world, girl, and get into the gutters and to get into the sniping and ditches, to get into the ghetto with the rest of us, baby. You supposed to have transcended the T, girl. Get your business hat on and get you a corporate boyfriend, baby. Okay? And let's just go ahead and end this Cardi with a badass trifling man era because we're sick of the storyline arc. Men will let you do what you allow them to do to you. Remember that. And obviously, all this hooting and hollering, girl, he done seen it before. Which is why he's still standing strong, girl, despite being a caustic, despite having to assume the motherfucking position against the sports car, girl. He done seen it all before. He done heard it all before, girl. He done seen the sway of these hips, girl. He done seen all the saliva and spit in broad daylight before. He done heard all this hooting and hollering before, girl. He ain't impressed. Because right after you did all that, bitch, he knew he was still going to have the upper hand and the privilege to go sit his ass down while you standing up, bitch, asking him what he want so you can go into the kitchen and prepare it so that he ain't got to interact with another bitch. I got to get y'all up out of here, girl. Y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, girl. I got an interview with my baby father, Tremel, at 9:30 tonight. We were supposed to interview tomorrow, but we'll be interviewing tonight right after part 3 of Chasing Reality Atlanta's reunion, which Tremel is a newcomer and star of. So let me go ahead and run you guys the link set your reminder. I want you guys to be in the building. And if you got time, go over there and watch part 3 tonight. It's about to premiere up, I think, in the next 11 minutes to be exact. Let me share. Let me post the link. And y'all run the likes up, girl. If you enjoy the cane, you enjoy the perspective, the tea, the laughing, the consistency, y'all already know what to do, girl. Hit that Cash App. Hit that motherfucking PayPal. Hit a like. Give me a share. Show the king that it is real, because I do it all for you. I'll see you guys in an hour and a half. Have a great Wednesday. Peace.